Hey guys, welcome to this reading. Today we are going to try something a little bit different and individual, which is how I always like to be. We're going to shuffle this deck of cards in front of us, and then we're going to pick from the third one down, since this is the third month of the year. And whatever colour background that card is, we are then going to pull 3 more of the same colour strand out of the deck, and then I'll use another deck and we will also pull the same colour variances and see what messages are coming up for us. So this reading is based on the vibration of colour that we are tuning into. So let's shuffle these cards and see what way this reading is going to go. Completely unknown, we're leaving it up to the universe to just selectively put a message out there for you for whatever is needed to be heard at this point in time, and something that we can work on. So from the third card down, and we are in the paley peachy colours, and that one there is Surrender Your Addiction. So we're just going to flick through. I'm just thinking what's the best way to do this, and get the same colour palette in here. And the pale peaches are these type of stones here that we have in the background, probably this one as well. And then I'm going to go to another deck and see what other colours we can find in the pale peachy areas. And this is gold actually, but it's sort of similar. This could be a bit time consuming, so I will just work as quickly as I can for you guys. And one last deck that we will pick with goldish colourings, and we will see here goldy or browny or light is what we're looking for. There's one there. They're all going to be a little bit different. Obviously each deck will have its own. But there you are, something different that we haven't tried before, and we will see how these messages come together and what they are all pertaining to. So the first one up here is Surrender Your Addictions. So for anyone out there who is needing to give something up at the moment, could be a bit obsessed about it, it's time for you to let that go. And I see we have a walk away down here as well. When you surrender your addictions, we will work in the lines. The lines, or the rows, sorry, are the most specific messages here. But when you surrender your addictions, whether it's substances, food, people, sex, overworking, you're taking action to realign yourself to your true values. So by surrendering addictions, which in essence are a weakness, it's kind of like we've found a weak point in our psyche. And usually addictions cover a deeper cause or a deeper issue that we are not addressing. So we use addictions to hide from ourselves. We use addictions to put pain to the back of our mind. So by opening up and being able to drop off an addiction, we usually are able to open up the source or the root cause of why we got there in the first place. Now this isn't easy, it's one of the hardest things to do, and that's why we pick up addictions, because they're easier to address. They take away our pain and we find this temporary enjoyment with them, so that we don't have to focus on the true pain. Now often these causes of pain are brought to us from previous lives and previous relationships, even within a current life. So although the card can seem light at first appearance, and indeed the colour palette behind it is light. It's actually a very, very deep thought process or a deep subject matter to be addressing, and not one that can be done easily. But I think if we did address our addictions, we would find the spark of our inner self again. You know, we would regain this powerful assertiveness and our own strength. Let's have a look at that middle card in that column, which is pyrite. Are you worried about money? Are you willing to accept prosperity into your life? You can earn unlimited income doing what you love to do. Use your skills, follow your dreams, have confidence, believe in yourself and your ability to be successful. So for some of you, this addiction might be tied into money, or it might even be tied into working or overworking. So again, there's prosperity in that line for you, beautiful, abundant prosperity. And when that card turns up or the message turns up, there's a sure certainty that there is change coming around financial structure, and also the ability for you to maintain your freedom if there are outstanding bills or debts that have been incurred. Oh, that was a fiery bit of energy from young Enzo. So, as I said, there's movement coming, I think, for a lot of you around money, and whether this is tied up to addictions one way or another, this could be positive. Sometimes addictions cost us a lot of money, you know, whether it's you might be addicted to alcohol or drugs or spending or clothes or fitness equipment or gear, or, you know, sporting hobbies that cost a lot of money. So money could have been a worry and on your mind. But again, by clearing an addiction, we free up spent money. We free up our money to be more utilised or to be more useful in other areas of our life. Now, on the back of each of these middle cards is a positive mantra that you can use to reaffirm with. And here is the angel of entrepreneurship. I am prosperous and abundant in all of my endeavours. I have limitless potential and I fulfill my highest purpose. I naturally attract whatever I need to be joyously successful. I earn unlimited income doing what I love. You know, that's a mighty powerful thing, because while we are here on this earth, in the earth body, we do have to have money to live successfully and to take the pressure and the stress off us, which can help relieve addictions. So all of this tying in together, I think, is a nice, strong message with plenty of assertiveness. And down here on the bottom line, we have this: stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. So if any of these addictions might have been brought about by pressure from other people or pressure from relationships in your life, because unhealthy relationships are addictions, and you can be stuck in the wrong relationship feeling really deflated and lacking strength, personal strength and inner strength and power. And by disenabling that and disconnecting that, you immediately light yourself with your own positive assertiveness, which is what you need to walk forward in your strength on your life journey path. So nice row of messages there. And we'll take a look at the second line, which is this one here: surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So we know that when we tense up or become angry or, aggressive, it's not the best way to bring resolution to a situation. Yes, we can be angry if we have been maltreated, and yes, we can be pissed off and get, cross and whatever else. But when you go to bring resolution into the situation or mediation, trying to move forward, right, by rectifying it, you can't use those energies. You can have them and you can feel them yourself. You can do it in your own room. You can bash up a pillow or, hurl some rocks at a riverbed or something, or go out and take a really long run, or yell as hard as you like. You can do all that, but not at the time when you are trying to get this situation resolved or mediated. You need to be logical, calm, and using intelligence as opposed to emotions. And that always means meeting in the middle, seeing both sides of the story in particular as well. So we'll come down to the smoky quartz and see what message this can add to you. Are your emotions blocked? Are emotions preventing you from moving forward? Wow. Embrace your feelings, both positive and negative. Release anger and resentment. Watch your emotions be transformed into that frees you to live and love fully. So that's a double message there for you guys if the surrender card and the surrender row is suiting you. They're telling you, or you're being asked to really release resentment and anger around a situation, because that will not resolve it, okay? And we said you can feel it, acknowledge the anger or the pain that you feel, but let it go to move forward, to get this blasted problem that surrounds you out of the way. And at the moment, that's the only way to move forward. And I'll just jump down here to this one, because this is a timing card for you. So you've got spring, and it says your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom in spring. Now spring, you must have, in the northern hemisphere, just moved into spring, because we've just moved into autumn down here. So for a lot of you, your problems are being muted and transformed now. And this message is very important, therefore, because you need all of this information to help you change the situation so that it can be validated and changed, flicked about, move out the old, get rid of that horrible energy, and your stubbornness is not helping. So let's turn the smoky quartz over and see what that's saying. The Angel of Transformation. That's really nice. I am free of emotional baggage. Like a butterfly that has emerged from a cocoon, I now enjoy a state of emotional balance. I fully appreciate this transformation and continue to allow my feelings to make themselves known to me. So, yeah, powerful partnership alliance going on there. So powerful strength coming in for you guys that have picked this second row of cards to focus on. So some of you will have picked the first row, and some the second, and some the third. So it's sort of like it's interactive in as much that one's going to jump out more for you than another. Of course, the whole reading is also valuable as well. You can do it whatever way you like, whether you pick a row or a column. But for those of you that have, and the middle one, you've got some mighty assistance there in understanding. Also, the particular crystal on it, the smoky quartz crystal, will also be really helpful and positive to utilize that energy as well. And this one was, of course, the pyrite, which I will stick next to it here. This is some beautiful pyrite. Okay, so we will move into the third column, and we see surrender to your full power with the beautiful lion, thinking of Leo the lion. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. So you see, for some of you, you need to amplify your power. You need to jump it up a notch. You need to take your personal strength back. And I think, we've seen it, quite a lot of it throughout the reading, with assertiveness and also this walk away. That's about being strong. So when we've surrendered our power, and especially at the sacral chakra area through the body, which is about here, the sacral and the solar plexus chakra area, we weaken our personal physical power and our emotional power as well, and we become victims. Now, when you're a victim, you blame others for everything that is wrong as well. and you get yourself into situations that will enable others to be taking the power in situations, to lord themselves over you, to depower you. So you could find yourselves in situations where you are being blamed for things, where you feel as though you are to blame, where there is unbalance or unfairness, where people aren't seeing your side of the view and they're not giving you consideration, and they are also not showing respect. So all of those type of things can be happening when this victim energy is upon us. So you need to flip that around. Now for some of you, it literally means walking away from a situation. So if there is something going on and you have been victimized or you've been made the victim, get your power back before you leave, and then it's telling you to move on. So we look at the middle card as well, the leopard skin jasper. So we've got a lion and a leopard. It's almost as if you've been given animal energy to pull on here as well. So some of you might have powerful spirit guides that are animals that can help gain some power and reboot you up. But reading the card for the leopard skin jasper, it says, are people around you suddenly changing their tune? Have you decided it's time to change yours? Do you need to be more flexible like a leopard? Stalk yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Observe yourself and those around you. So that you've got two messages here about changing yourself and becoming, I don't know if flexible is the right word, because I'm getting more the message about being strong. So they're telling you strengthen up, get rid of this victim attitude. Don't let yourself fall into that trap, and don't give up your power and your rights either. So let's turn this one over. Angel of flexibility. I am flexible and adaptable. I objectively observe circumstances and seize new opportunities as situations naturally shift and change. I bend and flex with the flow of life around me. There is no resistance, only willingness. So they are telling you to, there's something here in a situation around you that it has become very, very rigid, and you've become rigid in it, and probably you lost your strength at the same time and may not know how to bend out of it. So they're saying that things are going to naturally shift and change, and I think when you get your strength and power back, that will create a natural shift. And then it is time to move on, because they're saying new opportunities and situations are coming in to deflect this and to change that whole balance. It's something about change the power of balance in a relationship or a situation, and that's coming. But yeah, walk away. Leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. So walking away as a last sort of effort often is the way to go, especially if this has become bitter or vitriolic, or is harmful to you in any way, or has created rifts. It is sometimes better to let that just seep away naturally on its own, and for you to walk out and into the new light and new energy, of which so much energy is around. Because we've got the leopard skin energy of that animal, we've got the lion's energy, and the full power card. So I'll hold this one up for you because it is quite an engaging card with all its colour. It gives a degree of strength, stealth and determinedness, and as if she has no fear. She has this calm knowing that she is on the right path, and that as she moves forward there will be new opportunities that are positive and enhancing for her. So there you are, guys, a nice interactive reading. I hope that whichever column or row you chose, you got some real power energy messages out of it. that will help take you forward in a new way, in a new step. Thanks for listening, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this. Come back and watch it as many times as you need, because every time you do, you will pick up more and more of the energy. So wishing you all the best. Much love. Namaste.